Hello and welcome to this holiday edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. With unanimous support from the Greensboro City Council, the city manager has contracted with Greensboro Urban Ministry to support the city's winter shelter program. The local faith community and other stakeholders have partnered with the city and Greensboro Urban Ministry to provide overnight sheltering throughout the winter season. Greensboro City Manager Nathaniel Trey Davis said the city is expanding its community partnerships in an effort to enhance services to the unhoused. We are thankful for these partnerships as they allow the city to provide shelter for our most vulnerable population in their time of need. Through this partnership, Greensboro Urban Ministry expanded its Weaver House Shelter program, adding nearly 60 beds. This shelter is in addition to the 83 beds available at the city's Doorway project located at Pomona Park. Greensboro Urban Ministry is operating 4 additional locations downtown, which include case management and support staff. This program will operate until the end of March 2025. Beginning Monday, January 6th and continuing through Friday, January 17th, Summit Avenue will be closed from Yarborough Drive to Holders Road. This disruption will take place on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., allowing crews to complete a pipe installation project. In other road project updates, the intersection of East Friendly Avenue and North Davie Street will be closed until Friday, January 17th for road construction. Both streets will be closed to through traffic, but road crews will accommodate local traffic needing access to the immediate areas. Signage will direct drivers to the detour routes. Motorists should expect delays in the construction areas. You're encouraged to take alternate routes to avoid the delays. Work schedules are subject to change based on weather conditions and equipment availability. For more information about lane and road closures or to subscribe to receive email notifications about upcoming construction on city streets, visit the city's website. The City of Greensboro has been awarded a lead hazard reduction in healthy homes grant in the amount of $5 million. This will fund the remediation of deteriorated lead-based paint in up to 125 homes, as well as limited home repair services over the next 4 years. This project, supported by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, is available to income-qualified homeowners and affordable properties. The focus is on homes where children younger than 6 and/or pregnant women reside or frequently visit. It's important to note babies and toddlers are at high risk of developmental impact from the effects of lead poisoning. To be placed on an interest list for lead remediation under this grant funding, send an email to the Greensboro Housing and Neighborhood Development Department. Include your name, phone number, and your email address. The city's ongoing Lead Safe Housing Grant Program has remediated nearly 1,100 homes in low-income areas since the early 2000s. This initiative has eliminated critical health hazards that disproportionately impact our neighbors in Black and brown communities. For more information about the Lead Safe Greensboro program, visit the city's website. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
When it comes to healthy eating, small changes can make a big impact on your health. Do you know what they are? Instead of using white refined flour for your baked goods, breads, and breakfast foods like pancakes and waffles, would be using whole wheat flour. It's going to have more fiber, which keeps you fuller and more satisfied, and it's going to have more minerals and vitamins as well. To add on to that, you can incorporate dried oats or flaxseed meal, hemp seed, chia seed. All of those are going to provide the same benefits, and you can use them in place of breadcrumbs. For your baked goods, in place of chocolate chips or candies, try dried fruits like these dried apricots. Dried cranberries or raisins could be used as well, or you could use nuts like walnuts, almonds, or pecans. Instead of butter, shortening, or animal fat, try heart-healthy oils. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, sesame oil. There's many out there on the market. Specifically for baking though, you could replace the butter, shortening, or oil with an even lower calorie option that adds a hint of sweetness by using mashed bananas or unsweetened applesauce. Instead of using salt, experiment with herbs and spices for flavor. Many of us mindlessly add salt to foods before we even taste them, and herbs and spices will open up a whole new world of options. Many of them have great health qualities that promote long life and well-being. Mindfulness can be used in many different aspects of your life. For mindful eating, this means paying attention to what is going into your body, what is on your plate, how it tastes, how it smells, where it came from, and practicing mindful eating can get you better at listening to those hunger and fullness cues your body is giving you. Here are some tips to help you get started. Turn off the TV and other distractions. Research shows you eat about 14% more when you're watching TV while eating. Same thing goes for eating in front of your desk at work, checking emails, multitasking, eating in the car when driving, or with your phone or tablet in front of you at the dinner table. So put away the distractions and focus on what is on your plate. Savor that first bite. Eating really is meant to be an experience. Savoring your first bite is going to help you get more enjoyment and satisfaction out of your meal and snack time. This means you have to take your food and put it on a plate or in a bowl where you can see it. No eating out of the box or out of the bag. You're gonna eat more that way. Slow down when eating. If we're eating quickly, it does not give our stomach time to send the signals to our brain that we're full, and we often end up overeating. By slowing down, we can again get those hunger and fullness cues more clearly, and you can do this by putting your fork down between bites, sipping water between bites, and aiming for meals to last between 20 and 30 minutes. So I hope you got some great ideas for our healthy alternatives that you can use this year. For more information, visit conehealth.com/healthy eating. I'm Kate Watts.
The City of Greensboro receives high praise by the Human Rights Commission, and the arts and culture scene will continue to thrive in Greensboro thanks to the Grow residency. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The City of Greensboro scored 100 points in the 2024 Human Rights Campaign's Municipal Equality Index, or MEI. This marks the fourth consecutive year the city received a perfect score for this national report card. The MEI examines the laws, policies, and services of municipalities and rates them in 5 categories on their basis of their inclusivity of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, or LGBT people who live and work in the city. This year, a record-breaking 130 cities, or more than 25% of all MEI-rated cities, earned the highest score of 100. The City of Greensboro scored highest among the following index categories: non-discrimination laws, municipal services, law enforcement, and leadership on LGBTQ+ equality. The Municipal Equality Index is produced by the Human Rights Campaign, which represents more than 1.5 million members and supporters of LGBT equality in the United States. 7 individual artists and 1 artist duo have been selected for Creative Greensboro's 2025 Grow Residency Series. The Greensboro Residency for Original Works provides selected artists free studio space for the creation of new work while offering opportunities for the public to engage in the creative process. Residencies have been awarded to the following artists. Jackie Spade will focus on live music, film, and poetry from January 14th to February 10th. Tumaini Johnson will present an interactive music production studio from February 18th to March 17th. Keela Rogers will invite women to share their stories of resilience through poetry and spoken word from March 18th to April 28th. Latoya Winslow will blend graphic design and creative writing from May 6th to June 2nd. Karpagam Palaniappan will apply traditional beading techniques along with the principles of mechanical engineering from June 9th to June 29th. Ivana D. Johnson will guide the community in creating mixed media collages from July 8th to August 18th. Brandon Williams will present the Art of Street Dance with BTD from August 26th to October 6th. Janita Chase and Hassan Pitts will combine light, texture, sound, and video productions in an immersive sensory experience from October 14th to December 15th. GROW is a flexible, creative space managed by Creative Greensboro, the city's Office for Arts and Culture. Congratulations are in order for the Smith Active Adult Center. The facility received its 5-year recertification as a North Carolina Center of Excellence. This prestigious honor is presented by the North Carolina Division of Aging. Centers of Excellence are recognized for providing exemplary services and opportunities to older adults and their communities and serve as models to other senior centers across the state. Ebony Lewis, Assistant Director of the Piedmont Triad Regional Council Area Agency on Aging, presented the certificate to Smith Center Supervisor Tania Jackson and Active Adults Program Coordinator Jenny Matkins. The Smith Active Adult Center serves active adults throughout the city of Greensboro who are age 50 and older. The Greensboro Police Department is introducing a new way to support female officers on the force. Coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to a member of the top brass who has spearheaded this retention tool. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Police Department is among the top agencies in the state and is recognized nationally in many areas. One area the agency excels in is attracting female recruits. Joining me now to talk about a new resource for retaining and supporting female police officers is Stephanie Martis. She is the Assistant Chief with the Greensboro Police Department. Hello, Chief Martis. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Carla. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's always good to see you. So we're going to talk a little bit about what goes on in law enforcement as it pertains to women in the workforce. So explain some major obstacles facing law enforcement in general in your view.
One of the major obstacles nationally is just recruiting and retention. You know, getting people in the doors and keeping them there when they get there. So that is just something that's been a national trend for the last 4 or 5 years that many agencies have struggled with.
Yes, but GPD has been very creative. You all do some very out-of-the-box things. You have a great team dedicated to the whole recruitment process. So let's talk a little bit about women, and I'm sure that's one of the difficulties, trying to get women to be recruited. What percentage of women represent our sworn personnel at GPD?
Right now we hover around 17 to 20%. The national average is well below that, around 12 to 14%. So we're well on our way to reaching our goal of our 30 by 30 initiative.
Fantastic, and that's a pretty impressive percentage considering that it's been a male-dominated field for many years. So you mentioned the 30 by 30 pledge. Tell us about that and who does it pertain to?
It pertains to all law enforcement agencies in the nation. In 2022, the Greensboro Police Department, we signed onto a national pledge to increase the representation of women in law enforcement to 30%. So, like I said, the national average hovers around 12 to 14%. So we have agencies across the nation. We have 3 in the state of North Carolina that have signed the pledge to be intentional about recruiting women into our profession and retaining them throughout their careers.
So are there examples of what you put out there to attract women to the force?
Yes, we have women like myself representing the profession and just being candid about, you know, the different perspectives that women have and they bring to the table and some of the obstacles that we have to overcome, and just to reassure everyone that, you know, there's a place for women in law enforcement, and it's a positive change, I think, to reshape and redefine what law enforcement looks like with women at the forefront.
Fantastic, and I can't think of a better spokesperson than yourself. You've come up through the ranks. 23 years on the force with GPD, but also our highest ranking female officer at this moment.
Yes.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, Women in Networking Circles is a new organization. How did that come about? What is the purpose and the mission?
Well, like you said, I've been in law enforcement for 23 years, and I found myself feeling like I didn't really have that formal support of of having like a woman mentor to kind of run things by, or just talking about the issues and the struggles that I've had, particularly just being a woman in this profession. So it's been something that's been heavy on my heart and heavy on my mind to create a space for women, sworn and professional staff within the Greensboro Police Department, to support one another, to inspire each other, to be that listening ear on things that women face, professional women. And so this year, Chief Thompson signed off on this Women in Networking Circles organization to provide a safe space, an intentional space to have women come together and learn and grow and support and help each other professionally and personally. And it has been a wonderful experience to be able to see it start from the first day to now. We have over 60 women that are in the organization, and we just had our first Christmas social this year, and we were just able to just get together and get to know one another and be that support system. So I'm really excited about what this group can bring to the agency, the changes that impact women specifically in law enforcement within the Greensboro Police Department, and to provide a space that is inviting for women looking to join this profession. So I'm really excited about it.
I am as well, and I think that is an example of retention. So you're looking at within the field what's missing, and you've filled that void, and I think that's going to be something that's obviously speaking to women. If you have already 60 members, feeling like this is going to be a space for them to really benefit from and professionally develop. So before we go, how do you see women impacting the field of law enforcement now and into the future?
Well, we've had success in the Greensboro Police Department with increasing the representation of women in professional staff and sworn. And I think that the perspective of a woman, when policies are being made and decisions are being made, something that's been sorely missing in this profession. And so I'm excited to see the impact, like the tangible impact that it makes to have our voices heard. And moving forward, the community can really support an organization that absolutely reflects the demographic of the community that we serve. And so I think that it's important to support these initiatives. I think it's important to encourage women to know that if I can do it, you can do it too. It is possible. Will there be challenges along the way? Yes, there will be challenges, but you'll have support to see you grow professionally and personally.
Exactly.
And so I am just excited to be a part of this organization, and I'm excited for us to have this in the city that I love so dearly.
And that shows with all that you do. As busy as you are, I commend you for taking the time to look at the layout of your organization and the years of service that you've given to look back and see where you can impart a change for those now, but also those up and coming into the field. So thank you for all you do to inspire and support our female officers.
It's my honor and pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Do come back and give us updates on Women in Networking Circles.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. These City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Planning Department published its quarterly GSO 2040 implementation newsletter, which provides updates on the city's award-winning comprehensive plan. Several key projects highlighted this quarter include the following. Phase 2 of the Randleman Road Corridor Plan outlines strategies to bring investment to this historically underserved area, focusing on revitalization without displacing residents. After months of planning, the city hosted a groundbreaking on the site of the future Windsor-Chavis-Noco Community Complex. This 65,000 square foot facility will provide numerous city services, including a public recreation center, library programs, swimming pools, and park amenities. Last but not least, the lofts at Elmsley Crossing opened. This adds to the much-needed affordable housing stock to accommodate the city's continued growth. Sign up to receive the GSO 2040 implementation report. Visit the e-Notify page on the city's website and select GSO 2040 in the news section. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The Greenhill Center for North Carolina Art presents its annual winter show now through February 15th. The exhibition offers a comprehensive survey of contemporary artwork in all mediums and allows the public and collectors a chance to discover the newest wave of North Carolina artists. For tickets and more information, visit greenhillnc.org. The region's largest display of recreational vehicles comes to the Greensboro Complex's Special Events Center January 10th through the 12th. More than 175 types and brands of RVs will be displayed at the progressive NCRVDA show, including pop-up trailers, toy haulers, travel trailers, Airstreams, golf carts, and motorhomes. For tickets and more information, visit gsocomplex.com. The Central Library hosts New York Times best-selling author and podcaster Kendra Adachi for tea and a lively discussion of her new book, The Plan. In the book, Adachi offers practical time management strategies for those weary of productivity but eager to live a good life. Learn how to manage your time without being at its mercy. Discover more about this free event at greensborolibrary.org. See the world's most popular trucks and best drivers when Monster Jam returns to the First Horizon Coliseum January 11th and 12th. Experience the excitement of this unexpected, unscripted, and unforgettable competition. For tickets and more information, visit gsocomplex.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Public Library is adding new educational resources for personal enrichment, skilled trades training, and small business resources. The library's Bridge to Learn program is free, offering a variety of resources. Coursera works with universities and other organizations to offer online courses, certifications, and degrees in a variety of subjects. Earn career credentials and professional certificates, get a head start on a college degree, acquire in-demand skills, or just learn something fun. Skill Mill offers 3D simulations of more than 450 hours of interactive online skilled trades courses, including HVAC, plumbing, electrical, solar, and maintenance. Gale Business Entrepreneurship covers all aspects of starting and operating a business with a component to move through the entire business development life cycle. Gale Legal Forms helps to create accurate, reliable legal documents with North Carolina-specific forms used by law firms. For more information about the Bridge to Learn program, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout-out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout-out. This week's shout-out goes to Greensboro Parks and Recreation. The department has published its fiscal year 2023-24 annual report. It's available on the city's website. The report is an overview of the year's achievements and milestones. Featured articles spotlight enhancements to existing assets, expansion of transformational programs, and connection with partners designed to uplift the community. For more information about Greensboro Parks and Recreation, visit the city's website. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol. Plus, GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, wishing you a happy holidays. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.